Intercon Solutions recycles computers and electronics. Brian Brundage is CEO of Intercon Solutions. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me.
You created a way to turn end-of-life electronic machines, scrap, and equipment into new things. How did you come up with this?
Well, we saw how largely electronics and e-waste were growing in the waste stream, and decided that we needed to really get a solution to pull it out of the landfill and get it into something recyclable. So we started to work on sources that would need the raw metals and materials domestically that came out of electronics.
What kind of corporations would use that?
Really, mainly manufacturers of different types of products that are still here in the U.S.
And what are they looking for in particular, the lead or the copper or?
Well, they're mainly looking for the red metals, the copper and the brass, the precious metals. Of course, the precious metal market is very hot right now.
Right.
And they're also looking for a lot of the plastic commodities as well. With the fact that most plastics are obviously made from oil.
When you recycle a computer, can you use all of it to be recommissioned into something else, or are there some parts of it that are just unrecyclable?
No, we've actually, when it comes to electronics and computers, we've actually been able to find a home for all the different components that we pull out of our disassembly operations here at Intercon Solutions.
Now, what would happen if people just landfilled all of their computers? There'd be a lead issue, right?
Well, they definitely say that lead is one of those items that will leach, into the groundwater. I can tell you that it's much more than just lead. It's also very well known that all printed circuit boards contain a certain amount of lead as well. So when you have any printed circuit board that contains a lead value in there as well, that's a big thing. So it's lead and other materials as well that we don't want leaching into the groundwater, and that's the real big issue with landfilling, those items from an environmental perspective.
Intercon Solutions also works with data destruction. So when you recycle a computer, you wouldn't want all of that information to just get out there to the public. How do you manage that end of the process?
Well, there are many firms that do, recycling, but there are not a lot of firms that do recycling with the intention to make sure that there is never a data breach on any of the materials that are sent in for proper recycling. So we gained a NAID AAA certification, which is pretty rare in our industry. And what that means is we take data security to a whole other level.
And what if a consumer wants to recycle their batteries, computers, home electronics in a responsible way? How can they do that?
They could just come to our facility if they're local. If they're not local, they can simply send the material to us. They can go to our website at interconrecycling.com, and the instructions are right there laid out for them to be able to find an easy recycle solution.
Brian Brundage, CEO of Intercon Solutions, thanks for joining us.